Okay, fellow Honda Fit owners, what you're looking at here is a 2008 Honda Fit Sport that I'm the original owner of. And if you've ever noticed, whenever you come up to a stop sign or a stoplight and you hear water sloshing around in the back and you think it's just fuel sloshing around in your tank, well, it's not. They have this problem that they leak and a lot of water will accumulate down here in where the spare tire sits. And I've removed all my side panels in here because my car was it always kind of had a little bit of a funky, like mildewy smell that I could never really locate and figure out what was going on. So I took these side panels out. I knew there was a leak somewhere, and that's pretty easy to do. There's just a screw right here and a screw right there. Same deal on the other side. There's a there and there, and then other than that, you just have to pop out like clips, like little plastic clips and metal clips and that sort of thing. You'll get all this out, but hopefully this video will save you the trouble of having to actually do that. But the insulation that was on the inside of my side panels, like here, was just nasty. Like so much water had got in here that I think it started dissolving some of this sound deadening like coating that they put on the car. And you can see like where the little foam block there absorbed so much of it, and it left the indentation there. And I think eventually the insulation that was on this side panel just wicked up all that dissolving adhesive and that sort of thing, and it just really got nasty. And thus I think that's kind of where some of my odor was coming from that I couldn't quite figure out. So anyway, well, what happens is I just took a trip down the interstate while my wife was driving in the rain, and if you notice right here along this seam, you'll notice there's a water trail coming down, and it might be kind of hard to see right there. But that side I actually got fixed. This is the side that I've not got fixed yet. And right there, you can see I can shine a light on that, and you can just see the water coming down it as we speak right now. And that's how it happens. And where that comes from is up here at the top of the rear hatch. You've got some where Honda joins panels together, they put this seam sealer on there, and that stuff starts breaking down over time. You see that crack right there? Well, there was a crack all the way up in there where you see all that black RTV sealant stuff. I'm gonna try to get my camera to focus there. And I packed all that shut, and same deal over here on this side as you can see. And there we go, try to get it to focus. I got this side fixed because I didn't see any water coming down during my trip on the interstate. But this side over here, I still saw some, and it was real dirty, and I tried cleaning it, and just the other day I didn't notice this, so I wiped it down some more. And that's probably not as bad as this crack right here. Again, if I can get my camera to focus. There we go, right in there. So I was going to take a toothbrush and some rubbing alcohol and really try to clean that crack out good. And in an area like that, maybe something like Flex Seal or some kind of spray, sealant might be best, because that is really getting in an aggravating area to try to get like silicone in and that sort of thing. I used a little wooden paddle that I made to pack it down in here, but right here this strip comes up pretty easy usually. Let's see, there we go. Sometimes you have to push it forward, and only having one hand doesn't help anything. Let me come up here and see if I can push it a little bit. Well, maybe I do push it backwards. Yeah, there it came. What you do is you slide that whole weather strip in that way, and as you can see, on the bottom side of it, there's like a little there's a hole and a slot, and it goes over that little dowel right there. But you can see where I packed all the silicone in there. I use like RTV gasket maker sealant, but probably regular like a silicone caulk and that sort of thing would work fine too. Probably clear would have been a better choice, but I didn't have any of that, and I was wanting to get the leak fixed. So anyway, put that back on, slide it back that way. But if you have a Honda Fit that's having these kind of problems, and I called Honda USA and they wouldn't do anything for me, even though I'm the original owner of the car. But that's if you've got like a kind of a musty smell that you can't figure out where it's coming from. I've changed my in-cabin air filter. I've done everything, shampooed my carpet, everything you can think of to try to get rid of that smell. And it turns out what I think it is when the water comes in there and then starts mixing with all that you know, like a sound deadening stuff that they spray on, and starts dissolving it a little bit. I think that's where the nasty smell starts coming from. So anyway, I love the car. Other than that, it's an aggravation, but hopefully this will get it fixed, and hopefully this will save you some time. See you later.